in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used Pure Soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Calvin Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. To HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today. Hi, this is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about the delicious, easy-to-fix, and very storable foods from eFoodsDirect.com. I've told you for years that eFoods Direct has the best storable food on the planet. Now it's that time of year again, and their holiday special is here. They have 2 holiday-priced packs for you to put into your reserves for a secure future or to share with others. The first is a 6-month bulk supply in 10 cans, and the second is a 5-week supply of quick and easy-to-fix meals, including delicious bakery items shipped in heavy tote bags. Now, for a limited time, when you order 2 or more of these special holiday packs, you'll get free shipping on your entire order. Call now, 800-409-5633, or visit them at eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. That's 800-409-5633, or eFoodsDirect.com/Alex.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Crashing through the lies and disinformation. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
So they know that the American people got a partial audit of the private Federal Reserve passed this year, spearheaded by Ron Paul, who's now the head of the banking committee that can subpoena the private Federal Reserve and under the Constitution abolish it. Congress controls the issuance of currency and credit. Doesn't matter if the private bankers who hijacked our country 97 years ago with the Federal Reserve Act tell us they're God, tell us they're above the law. They're not. But most people go, well, it's an old man in a suit. We better do what he says. Old men don't rob us. Just look at Bernie Madoff. Look at Ken Lay. So now they come out knowing that even more audits are coming, full audits. We already learned trillions. First it was $1 trillion, then 2, then 3, to foreign banks and U.S. media. Turns out MSNBC is basically funded by the U.S. government. Oh, you don't like government-run health care? You are a racist. That's what the feds are saying. Oh, Rand Paul, he's evil. Government-funded TV. Secretly. That came out last week. And so now they're just basically trying to beat us to the punch. Okay, secret group runs the stock market and derivatives. It's insider deal. It's like a casino. But you can find plenty of idiots to go bet on the casino. Drawn from giants like J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley, the bankers form a powerful committee that helps oversee trading in derivatives. Yeah, they wrote the law to allow it. Oh, the foxes are overseeing the chickens. Oh, look at that fox snuggling that chicken with its fangs in its neck, drinking its blood. Oh, it's so sweet. It's good to have the wolves guarding the sheep. Drawn from giants like J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley, the bankers form a powerful committee that helps oversee trading in derivatives, instruments which, like insurance, are used to hedge risk. Oh, the derivatives hedge our risk. They didn't cause a problem. There's not over $1,000 trillion of them the bankers created that they want us to pay off for them. Remember Ireland a decade ago? It was the big success story. They cut their taxes there. Their economy exploded. And then 2 years ago, they tried to force them to join the EU, which is a receivership arm of these same banks. And they voted it down. So they voted for it again this year. And the polls all showed it was going to lose, but magically it won. And they went from the wealthiest, fastest growing country per capita in Europe to one of the poorest now. And here is an article out of Reuters. This is from last year, September 27th. Why Ireland is bailing out foreign banks. So they've got it right. It's a bailout. But then you go to the news story from last month. It says Irish Republic banks for sale. And they have the bank head of Ireland, of their private central bank who runs the country, Mr. Honohan. He says, I've been an advocate for many years of the value for small countries to have foreign owners for their banks. So, and then it comes out in the news that almost all the debt is owed by the banks in investments they've made, but the Irish get to have their taxes raised, their benefits cut, their Social Security cut, their veterans benefits cut to pay the bankers. The same thing came out in Iceland, but the Icelanders said no to it. And then it came out, almost all that debt's owed by the private banks, not by the bankers, because they've taken over our governments and written the laws to be able to get away with this. But just because you change the law to get away with fraud doesn't mean it's still not illegal. You could change a law saying the president can, play polo with children's heads. It doesn't mean that that's not called tyranny and that somebody like Ceausescu needs to get in trouble or Adolf Hitler. So I've covered that. Next hour, I'll open the phones up. Here's the toll-free number. It's 888-201-2244, 888-201-2244. We'll get you up and on the air again, 888-201-2244. We are live. But you've seen the takeover of the web happening with the staged WikiLeaks situation to make it look bona fide and real. They're burning their front man, Patsy, when it's really run by Soros-connected people and Cass Sunstein at the White House and the CIA. This is how they're going to try to take our liberties. Just like they staged terror attacks physically to take our liberties, now they're staging cyber attacks. And I have no doubt it's probably big private corporations hacking Amazon and others right now to bring them down. Then they'll take all of our rights in the name of it. Now, continuing. Look at this stack of key news. And I'm going to cover this first before I get to new developments. Here is the New York Times, December 5th, 2008. And what spurred me to have this epiphany today? I was on one of my YouTube videos checking views. I noticed a comment on the Alex Jones channel of the hundreds of millions of views we have on YouTube in the last few years. And the commenter was saying, Alex is a complete liar. The Queen of England doesn't run Canada. They've never suspended Parliament. He is a liar. There's no governor general. But the next commenter said, really, here's the New York Times headline. I searched it, pulled it up, remembered the article. On Friday, I talked about how just like we have shadow banking groups that really run our government, and our Congress is basically more and more ceremonial, they could take back their rightful power through the people anytime. Or that other article I just covered about big private mega banks meeting secretly and staging the markets. And I see this all the time. People will just say I'm lying about something when it's publicly available because it's come out. Many of them are paid for. The government admits they have tens of thousands of people, this is mainstream news, on the web attacking anybody that's against the Federal Reserve, anybody that criticizes corruption. And you better believe, of all the folks fighting the globalists, we're the most effective, so it's happening to us. But see, people know how to check it now, and they find out I'm not lying. But there's this meme on the internet that they just pump. Alex is a liar. Alex is a liar. Or Alex covers UFOs, which I don't do. Or Alex works for this group or that group. It's all lies. But every time I'm on CBC radio or Canadian radio or TV live, I bring this up, and it's like a glaze comes over them. Same thing on Australian TV or radio I've been on. They can't believe it, even though it's true. They think they're democratic. They think they elect their parliament. But if their parliament doesn't do exactly what they want, the Queen of England, from my research, probably the second richest family on earth, their real name, Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Elizabeth of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, it's a German royal family. If they don't do exactly what she says, and this has happened in Australia in the 70s, in other possessions of England, Commonwealth. She's the biggest landowner in the world, biggest oil company, BP, Dutch Royal Shell. She owns that with her cousin, Queen Beatrix of the Netherlands. They come in and shut it down. Now, I talk about this, and Canadians and Australians cannot hear it. It just totally blows them away. But here it is. New York Times. Canadian leader shuts down Parliament. Canada's, and he's a Bilderberg Group member, has openly called for world government. Canada's parliamentary opposition reacted with outrage on Thursday after Prime Minister Stephen Harper shut down the legislature until January 26, seeking to forestall a no-confidence vote that he was sure to lose. See, they're the parties. You elect the representatives, then they appoint the president or prime minister. Kind of like till the 17th Amendment, state legislatures, you vote for them, then they vote for the U.S. senator. The state then controls the senator. Now they're popularly elected. And so they were going to vote him out. They had the votes, and the Queen came in, and it's in the article, and said, no, she has veto. The Queen. Now, they teach everybody the Queen has no power. I've done the research. This woman owns and controls more than 40 countries. Harper acted after getting the approval of Governor General Michelle Jean, who represents Queen Elizabeth II as the nation's head of state. See? And it's not ceremonial. She got the power. It's the parliament that's ceremonial. Now, we have the same private Federal Reserve, by the way, through the Bank of England. It's one of the biggest stockholders. They haven't had a real audit of it since the 40s, but we know that the Bank of England owns as much as least as the Federal Reserve. See, we are owned by her and her cousin, Queen Beatrix. They've taken us over through fraud. Realize it. If you don't face it, we can't stop them. Listen to this. Harper acted after getting the approval of Governor General Michelle Jean, who represents Queen Elizabeth II as the nation's head of state. In his request, he had been rejected. He would have had to choose between stepping down or facing the no-confidence vote. But the Queen of England gave the order. The Queen of England. And the Queen of England owns the largest stock in the Federal Reserve that runs our country, who you write your income tax. Look, and if you don't believe the Queen has power, we had to have a war with her ancestor, King George III, in 1776 to get the little bit of freedom we got, and they came back in 1913 and took over. Now, face it, we can get the country back or be slaves. It's your choice.
Diamond Gusset is proud to announce the anthem of the Patriot Movement. They're offering a free CD, T-shirt, and bumper sticker with a qualifying purchase. Diamond Gusset offers great products at great prices while keeping Americans working.
I'm looking for a factory where a man can feed his family. Not worried about them moving it south, closing the doors and shutting her down tomorrow. I'm looking for America.
We're American and be proud. Go to gusset.com/America.
The land of the free and the home of the brave. Seems like I just woke up one day and it was gone, long gone. But I know in my heart it's still
Again, go to gusset.com/America today. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation.